the relationship building is important. And you asked the question about, would I source beans from a place that I haven't visited or from people that I don't know by visiting them? And the answer is no. I would not do that. I have not done that. And this means that I didn't do that in 2005 or 6 when I started acquiring cocoa beans at the very beginning. When I was acquiring, maybe the least I would get would be maybe 2 tons from someplace, 2 or 3 metric tons. Um, and I would not share a container, so I was using 20-foot containers. Sharing a container is possible, but not recommended. I would never do that. And the reason is because you don't have control over what else is in the container. And we all know that cocoa takes on the aroma of everything around it. This past January, I think it was my 46th origin trip since starting the company. I'll take my next one in May. And so traveling there is the way to build relationships. And this is very important, I think. And people may say, well, I can't afford to do that. And I would say that, can you afford not to do it? And I would say if you're really starting like from the very, very beginning, I would include the cost of travel in your margin projections of what it is that you're trying to produce. So I would include the cost of going there and visiting with people and developing these relationships and just bake that in. Know that it's going to be a cost of getting these cocoa beans from that place to your place, wherever that may happen to be, in the United States or outside the United States. Now, let me say this. I did not go during COVID. So my first post-COVID trip was a year ago in May to Tanzania. And interestingly, and this was really fascinating to me, we received some of the best beans that we've ever received from the 4 origins when I didn't go there. Now, that doesn't mean that traveling there isn't important. What it told me is it's more important than ever. Why? Because I had these years-long relationships with these farmers, and they cared about me and my family and my little company, just like I care about them and their families and their coworkers. And so it was really gratifying to receive just these super high quality beans during those years of COVID when I wasn't even able to go look at it. And that's a testament to the relationship building that I didn't expect that. I didn't really know what to expect. Well, ultimately, I think the cocoa beans are better for the relationship, but there really is no substitute for being able to shake someone's hand, give them a hug, and receive that kind of hospitality from them as well. I believe that there really just isn't a substitute. And we know this now from what's happening here. When you have these kind of meetings and lunches and breakfasts and coffees and just, it's the in-between places where all of this friendship and relationship, what we call kinship, and I write about that a lot, and mutuality. It's hard to develop kinship and mutuality over Zoom and over video. But it's much easier and obviously more natural to develop kinship and mutuality when you're with someone in person. And we could talk for an hour about the little things that come up that relate to what they're about to put on a container that wouldn't come up in a video. And it usually has something to do with what you're seeing around the farm or around the fermentary, what you see drying, and there's just no substitute for it.